This song is dedicated to those Saints fans that go above and beyond the call of duty. Representing the Big Easy and our beloved New Orleans Saints football team. Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. You see, I'm a super fan, you're a super fan, he's a super fan. United we stand, we black and gold super fans. Super fans, super fans. Tell them T.
Black and gold super fan, super fan. Yeah. I'm hot like the fireman. Understand? Yep. Down in the dome, you can smell the smoke. I might choke with the Joker, but I pray with the Pope. Move my pelvis like Elvis, I'm the who that kid. Swing like so Saint when I get in the ring. Put the smack down, sorta like that pimp. And when it's game time, they'll be walking with a limp. Black and gold is in control. Ask who that cat, ask Sister Soul. Hey JJ, nobody dancing in my end zone. Chef cooking up with 5-star T-Bone. T-Bone, legendary like the sign man. Mad Hatter with some monster and a cat, yeah. High five to the black and gold fans. Y'all get crunk for a super fan and yeah.
Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. You see, I'm a super fan, you're a super fan, he's a super fan. United we stand, we black and gold super fans. Super fans, super fans.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Overtime. I am your host, Nader Murphic. And man, we have a big show on tap for you guys tonight. It is going down in a major way. First off, got to introduce my co-hosts. These guys have been holding it down with me this whole year. They are some super fans as well. So let's bring in our first co-host, Mr. Teddy G. What is good?
Whoa, what's ham? It's me, Teddy G, sticking to the G code, you heard me?
Yes, sir.
Straight out the boot. Taysom Hill came through, ran that ball, and told you the truth. We ain't running the ball. We ain't passing the ball. If we run the ball, we beat them all. Let's go.
All right. And got to bring the biggest super fan, Mr. Soul Saint. What's up, Soul?
Saints plus Soul equals Super Bowl, and the New Orleans Saints are on a roll.
Yes, sir.
We still gonna get that Super Bowl, baby. We still gonna get it. What's happening, y'all?
What up, y'all? What's up, Jeremiah? What's up, Danny, man? Big shout out to everybody tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Big shout out to everybody.
What's up, Jeremiah?
Listen, man, we got a big show on tap. Before we start, I got to give a big shout out. And there's a reason why I'm wearing this jersey right now. Got to give a big shout out to the greatest shooter of all time, Mr. Steph Curry, for breaking that record tonight, most threes in NBA history. So shout out to the homie, Steph Curry. So don't hate. Don't hate, baby. But big shout out to Steph Curry, man. He just broke the record right now about 10 minutes ago. Shout out to him. And big shout out to the Saints. Steph Curry just broke the record in Steph Curry just broke the record in New York, and the Saints beat the Jets in New York. So it's only right. But man, shout out to the Saints for getting a huge win against the New York Jets. Soul Saint was at the game. Was it cold, Soul?
Man, hey, I just want to give a shout out to New York and New Jersey, man. We had a ball. If you want to see how much of a ball we had, man, just go to my page, Ezell Knox, and check out all the pictures and videos. Man, we tore it up in New York and New Jersey, man. It was awesome. And the win was just the icing on the cake, you know. And man, the weather, it was a little chilly, but it was a beautiful day, man. Beautiful.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about that beautiful day, because obviously the Saints ended their five-game losing streak, and obviously they defeated the Jets 30-9. Listen, man, I am very happy to say this. Alvin Kamara we missed you, man. We missed you for those 4 weeks that you was out. We missed you, and it showed. And man, him coming back against the Jets, whew, that boy showed up and showed out. What he ran for 100 yards, had a touchdown. He had 4 catches. I mean, he was doing everything, man. So big shout out to Alvin Kamara. That just shows you how important Alvin Kamara is for this offense, regardless of who the quarterback is, man. So that's big shout out to Alvin Kamara.
Big shout out, bro.
I like to give a shout out. I like to give a shout out. First of all, happy holidays to everybody. Mm-hmm. And I like to give a shout out to the Juice Boys. The defense was really on point, especially when CJ Gardner-Johnson came back into the lineup. The safeties and the secondary was really strong and on point. So shout out to the Juice Boys, DeMario, Quan Alexander, you name it. And they got these young linebackers coming along. So the defense really was strong until the offense was able to really, gain momentum.
What's up, Glow?
Mm-hmm. Had to switch it on him, Teddy G.
I had to go back with the 8K because 8K unstoppable. I mean,
to show my dog Curry some love, but I got to go back to my boy 8K, man. But look, we got to talk.
We're gonna give Taysom Hill some love, man.
Yeah, that's
I gave him a C+.
Okay. Well, that's what I was going to say. Taysom Hill, I mean, he had a decent game. He was 15 for 21 for 175 yards and ran 11 times for 73 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. So you saying it's a C+ for you, Soul?
C+ for me. He made a few mistakes. I know y'all saw the self fumble that he had, but he recovered. He recovered it. And like I said, man, we playing the lowly Jets. So you really can't gauge, because the Jets are a bad team. And believe me, they were intimidated from the start. They didn't come to play. They couldn't do nothing, bro.
Their running back, Ty Johnson, he dropped 3 critical balls in 3 straight possessions, which was crazy.
Was he nervous?
He was nervous, and just like you just said, so it looked like they was not ready to play. The defense, like Teddy just said, was all over the field. They was wreaking havoc. DeMario Davis going back to New York to play his old team in the Jets. He definitely had 8 solo tackles by himself. And, just overall, man, I think that with Taysom, like we just said, I think Taysom did what he had to do to get the W. And I feel as though we talked about it last week on the show is with Taysom and Kamara, you got to run the ball. You just got to run the ball. Like, obviously, the wide receivers aren't getting any separation. If you think about this stat. All the pass catches that we have on our team, right? There was only 15 passes caught the whole game. That's it. None of those guys got a touchdown. Think about that. No wide receiver that played or tight end or whoever played in the game this past Sunday against the Jets caught a touchdown. Nobody. It was only Taysom Hill and Kamara. So the thing about it is, you got to continue to run that ball. Now, we'll talk about the Bucs game coming on a little later, but they're going to have to do way more to get a W against the Bucs. But against the Jets, obviously, like you said, so, they're the lowly Jets. But if we would have lost the game, then people would have been like, oh, man, we out of the playoff race. It's over. Our season's done. So a win is a win, in my opinion, and I'm cool.
We on life support, but we still alive.
We on life support. We on the ventilator.
And a lot of people that had COVID came back from that ventilator, bro. So that's the Saints, we got hope, bro. We got hope.
Yeah, we got hope. Teddy G, what you think? We got hope?
I told y'all last week, so talk about it was raining. Don't take the test drive out in the rain. You talking about you talking about draft picks. Let's tank the rest of the season. Man, both of y'all was tripping.
Man, I
told y'all, no. I said the Saints are a winning organization. And I told y'all the NFC is still a mess. We have the same exact record as the Washington Redskins. The Washington Red Tails is what I call them, right? So they're in that last spot. I said, so at the end of the day, we are in a great position to make the playoffs. Okay, we are just used to making the playoffs from a position of strength. And I think that we forgot how to struggle to get into the playoffs. We haven't seen that in many, many years, but I remember seeing that. I remember Aaron Brooks. I remember Bobby Abels.
Jeff Blake.
Okay. So Bobby Abels, Cajun Cannon. Okay.
Herbert.
So I don't mind. I don't mind struggling and getting into the playoffs that way because we've had a slew of injuries. And I think it's encouraging that, there's a lot of, parity in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
This is the first time in about 20 years that no team in the NFL has a better record has only lost 2 games. Every team in the NFL has lost at least 3 games right now.
Yep.
We've lost 7. So we can't be the worst team. They got teams that ain't won a game. They won half a game. They won a game. They won 2 games.
Right.
So the Saints started off very well, and injuries caught up with us. We had to regroup, and I think that one of our chat friends talked about Taysom Hill, and I can tell you, it wasn't Taysom Hill's decision to run the ball more. That was in the game plan. So now the Dallas Cowboys game was like a additional game to where Sean Payton had to realize we can't do 4 interceptions again.
No, you can't win no games like that. You can't.
No. So this was, and I couldn't wait to get here to let you guys know how I felt about it. That game was a very boring game. It was a very boring.
Yeah, we was there. We was there live.
And that is how the Saints are going to have to win. Boring, running the ball. See, a lot of people who are watching it at home, they don't see the push from the offensive line. When the offensive line is pushing forward, these guys 320 pounds, and they pushing forward, and Taysom is pushing forward, and Kamara is going this way, and they can't even see Kamara until it's too late. Like on that touchdown, by the time they saw Kamara, it was one guy left.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
He juked the fuck out that dude. He left that dude. I don't even want to say his name because his family might be watching. I'm just saying Kamara juked that dude and walked into the end zone like it was no problem. So now, if they're doing this run pass option with Taysom and Alvin, everybody else just chipmunks. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, let me say this. Like I said, the first half was a little boring. It looked like, the Saints was able to get points and have the lead 10-6 at halftime. But, the second half was a little more exciting. And, to bring that up, like I said, we all know that Taysom Hill isn't a franchise guy. He's in there right now. He isn't the man. And even his teammates know it. Me and Nada was talking earlier because we saw a video of Alvin Kamara talking about Taysom. And it was brought up when he, took off down the sideline and scored that he should have slid, just out of sportsmanship. But, the Saints, man, we missed getting 30 points. So, forget the slide. If he had the crease and he had nothing but green, go ahead, score, man.
And the way he worded it was the way he worded it at the press conference. So was he said, "I told him to slide."
He said, "I told his stupid ass slide." Now, do you think that he would have said that about Breeze?
They close.
Do you think he would have said that about Winston?
They close.
You know what I'm saying? It just showed the respect. That's like a 3rd string, 4th string teammate. Man, sit your stupid ass down. That's how you talk to him. That's how and that's your starting quarterback right now.
Right.
That goes to show you that they still don't respect him as their leader. That shows you right there.
And it shows you also this Kamara's team now. Kamara can't do no wrong on this team.
Get back.
Yeah, for sure.
That boy is smooth at the other side of the pillow, my boy. And look, the Saints, and you hit it on the head. So the Saints were imposing their will in the first half. So by the second half, they didn't want to tackle Taysom. They damn sure didn't want to tackle Kamara. They couldn't tackle AK. So it's like they were imposing their will, and that is how you beat Tampa Bay. That is how you beat these teams with your identity. If the Saints are realizing that's their identity, now if Sean Payton make a mistake and then go out against Tampa Bay and go right back to trying to throw the ball 50 times,
It'll be a long night.
It's too many levels that you can make mistakes at. The first level, the second level, because Taysom finger hurts, so the ball might slip out. Stuff that we just go with power football. Go with power football because Sean Payton has to realize that we are a defensive team now. And you're letting the defense down if you turn the ball over 4 times.
Right.
We would have beat Dallas with no problem. Had you one, maybe 2 of them turnovers, you didn't give them up, Saints would have won that game. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, it's Sean Payton. You're letting the team down with not knowing the identity of your team. It's a defensive team, and Taysom Hill is a ball control type of quarterback, like a running type quarterback. Yeah. He said his finger doesn't hurt when he's running the ball. He said he can feel pain when he's throwing it.
Well, this is the thing too with the finger. I had somebody that actually gave me some info on his finger, and they said after the Dallas game, the next day he went to Baton Rouge and met with a specialist in Baton Rouge early in the morning, and he met with the specialist, and then after they met, they ended up going to the golf course and played golf together. So his finger isn't that bad. I mean, it might seem bad based on the reports and how the game and how they were showing it on TV and stuff, but his finger ain't hurting that bad if he was golfing the next day after the Dallas game. So I'm just saying. So the thing is, even with his finger and all of that, we know that he's not the passing type of quarterback that we're used to having. But again, when you have a guy that's getting 73 yards on by running the ball, or the week before 101 yards running the ball, just in 2 weeks, he's at 174 yards rushing. So that's the type of quarterback that they need to, build their offense around. The offensive line is doing good with the people that they have right now. They, like you said, they're pushing, they're getting the D line pushed back. They're opening holes. I mean, they couldn't stop Kamara. Their whole game plan, they knew after the first drive that the left side of the field, the Jets can't stop the run on the left side of the field. And that's what they was doing the whole game. Kamara was getting 10 yards after 10 yards after 10 yards. You just couldn't stop him. So, again, you just have to adapt. Every game script is different, right? The Jets, run defense is trash. Let's be honest, it is. And, again, they are a lowly team. I'm just happy that we got the win, and we are not on here tonight saying, oh, man, we lost to the shitty-ass Jets. You know what I'm saying? Because we're used to losing to shitty teams, and we're used to beating good teams. So it was a good thing that we won. Now, another thing that I do want to bring up, and this is huge, because Chauncey Gardner-Johnson being back, like you said, Teddy, that defense, this is a defensive team. Having Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back this past week versus the Jets, it brought so much energy to that defense. He brought so much swag to that defense, and he's just filthy, man. And I love when he's on the field, because once he's on the field, the defense just plays they go to a whole nother level when he's on the field.
Yep. A lot of stuff that y'all see on TV, you can't really see unless you're at the game, because they don't show the sideline all the time.
Right.
So, I'm looking at Chauncey Gardner on the sideline, going around, dapping people off, acting crazy, just keeping everybody upbeat as far as the defense is concerned, and I love that. I knew when Chauncey came back, that was going to be, I knew that defense was going to play their ass off, and they did. As far as the offense, I was kind of scared on one play, because Taysom he had a big lineman coming right at him, and the guy had a bone-shaking sack. I mean, he hit him, boom, solid, and went down with it. He could have been out the game right there. You know what I'm saying? But I know Taysom's an athlete. He's built a little tougher than most quarterbacks. Right. And he took that sack. Y'all remember that sack guy came up the field. And when he saw him, he should have took off. He stood there like, I'm like, you didn't see that guy coming? He came.
Yeah, he hesitated. Yeah.
So, stuff like that makes me scared for Taysom, bro. Taysom got to learn 1 read, 2 reads, then go. If they not open, bro, take off, dog. Take off.
And one thing that they brought on the broadcast, so real quick, Teddy. One thing they brought up on the broadcast while you was at the game, you probably didn't hear this, but on the Fox, on the CBS broadcast, they said that obviously Taysom Hill's injured, and that if his finger was messing up, his the way he threw the ball, that he would go to Sean Payton and tell him, look, I just can't do it, And so when they said that, I thought about it, and I was like, damn, like. He's really about the team, and he's always been that way. He's about the team, and he just wants the team to win. But for a quarterback that's, a guy that's really just getting his chance right now and really has the chance to shine, he's like, man, if I can't get the ball down the field, I'm going to sit down on the bench and just do what I got to do. And obviously a lot of people will be like, well, he's doing it for the team, but he's still getting paid regardless. But, I mean, it's nice to have somebody say that and be like, look, I'm not going to jeopardize this team. I know we're still trying to fight for a playoff spot. If I can't do it, I can't do it. But obviously he did what was needed. It seemed like after halftime, he started throwing the ball with a lot of spirals and a lot more grip on the ball. So I think, they probably numbed him up or something. I don't know. But he was throwing the ball way better in the second half than he was in the first, for sure.
I was reading Mark Fitzvanovich. Hey, bro, I'm gonna just call you
Shavanovich.
Yeah, he said the Jets defense was poor, which is right. They have one good defensive player, like a Pro Bowler, C.J. Mosley. Yeah, with the red hair.
Alabama.
Like Mario. It's like he took the Mario spot on that Jets defense.
They had Sheldon Rankins.
Yeah, Sheldon. I forgot about my boy Sheldon Rankins, but I'm sure TJ is the captain of that defense.
Yep.
Sheldon trash though. I said Sheldon was talking to Taysom before the game. Sheldon begged Taysom for a sack early in the game. Come on, man, you gonna let me get one, bro? I'm trying to get paid next year, man. My name's Sheldon Rankins. You remember me? I used to play for y'all last year. I needed a sack, bro. I'm trying to get my numbers up so I can get paid. And then he wound up getting the sack on Taysom Hill.
He did his little shimmy.
I'm gonna tell you now.
That
offense we had in the first half is not going to work against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll be behind 35-0 at halftime.
Man, stop that.
Hold on, let me talk. Let me finish.
No, bro. No, man. Same defense.
The reason being is they're gonna always have, if we 3 and out, they're gonna always have good field position. And if you remember when Drew Brees played last year in that playoff game, that's the reason they won that, because they kept having good field position. Drew Brees with the picks, the interceptions, us going 3 and out. That's why. Give Tom Brady a short field, they're going to score, dog. I'm sorry. But that's the truth. Our offense got to be better this week. Mark Ingram, he got to have a better game plan with that offense this week against Tampa Bay.
Luckily, we got a good punter. I'm just saying, we got a good punter, so I don't think the field position going to be an issue. But we'll talk about that in a second. I want to get y'all opinion on this because I've been a Saints fan for 34 years. And obviously, Sean Payton has been with the Saints for what, 14 years, 15 years, however many years it's been. And 16 years. And I never heard him gloat about a player like he did about Quan Alexander after the game, because they asked him about Quan Alexander. And I just want y'all to listen to this of what he said. He said, you just have to put the film on and you see energy, effort, consistency on every play. That's hard to do on defense every play. I don't care if you put on play 30, it's going to look the same as play 3 for him. We're a better team with him in the lineup, and I'll tell you what, our decision to bring him back was a fantastic one in which a lot of people might have said, well, with all the injuries he's had, but sometimes in your business, there's an intangible element with somebody, and that exists with Quan.
Nobody's not surprised.
You want to know?
Because we knew.
You want to know what that? You want to know? You want to know what that intangible element is? That boy's a Bayou Bengal. That boy's a Tiger. Okay. Now, Saints, y'all got a problem not drafting LSU players. You got yourself an LSU player, and that's Quan Alexander. And you didn't draft him. You found him, coming from San Francisco because they drafted him.
Everybody knew this.
I say, you want to know why Jameis Winston? You want to know why Jameis Winston not playing right now? because an LSU player grabbed him by the collar and threw him on the ground. I'm not mad at Devin White. You understand? He was a top 5 pick. What I'm telling you is an LSU Tiger plays like that because that's how the Bayou Bengals play. So if you want that type of player, I mean, the closest person we got is CJ, and he's from Florida. That's an SEC team. I see you keep drafting these Ohio State guys. You keep drafting these guys from Northwestern. Boy, you better get you some LSU Tigers on your team so you can have more press conferences like that, talking about Quan Alexander and the energy that he got minute 1, minute 30, an hour and 48 minutes in. Yeah, he got a motor because in the LSU, that's how they play. You understand?
And Teddy, you know, you're right, bro. Because you think about all the impact linebackers, the fast linebackers, the good linebackers in the NFL. You got Devin White over there for Tampa Bay. You got Jones over there for Atlanta. That's the best.
We should have been grabbed Deion Jones.
You got Patrick Queen play for the Baltimore Ravens.
He was
got
right
impact linebackers. You got them all over the NFL, and they from LSU.
Yep, he was right in our lap. They went Cesar Ruiz, and he was right in our lap.
That's right. Quan, we knew what Quan could do. And listen, Quan been having knick-knack injuries. We know what Quan could do when he's healthy. You know what I'm saying? We already knew. That's why we wanted him back so bad last year. Just the 2 games he was in when he played with us, he was flying all over the field. We know what Quan could do.
Sideline and sideline.
They need to tie that boy up for the rest of his NFL career with the Saints. Him and DeMario.
Yep. And like I said, DeMario had 8 tackles. Quan did his thing. Another guy that really stood up to the challenge was Paulson Adebo. He had a really good game against the Jets. I know the Jets were missing Corey Davis and a couple of wide receivers, but still he held his own. He did what he was supposed to do, and they got the dub. Now I want to say this, and I know a lot of people might agree, might not agree. I don't care. Listen, when Marcus Davenport is in that lineup on that D line, boy, he is something vicious. And I'm telling you, if he can stay healthy too. Bro, he pushed the offensive lineman all the way back. And when I seen it, I was like, oh my God, this dude got a family, bro. Don't do him like that. And
that offensive lineman looked like he weighed 100 pounds, bro.
He just did this to him, and that was it. That boy fell all the way back.
That boy looked silly.
But listen, Davenport did his thing. I know he didn't get a sack in the game, but man, he had a lot of pressure in the game. Carl Granderson, he had the only sack on the defense in the game. And obviously we were missing Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan missed his first game ever since he's been in the NFL with COVID.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, just think about that. Guy's been on the Saints for over 10 years, and he has not missed a game. Like, except for COVID. COVID.
And it wasn't even a physical injury to his body.
Like, COVID took
Cam Jordan out. Yeah, a stupid virus.
So, listen, I know a lot of people are saying negative things about Cam right now. Oh, he can't get no sack. He can't do this and do that. But, man, you got to appreciate a guy that is able to play 10 plus years and not get hurt and not miss a game, I should say. So, that's really impressive.
Yeah, there's something to be said about longevity. And I'm glad Carl Granderson, was the only one that got a sack. That goes to show you. He was pretty much the only one on that line who was not getting double teamed or triple teamed. Yeah. David Onyemata, if you go back and look at the tape, David Onyemata was getting double and triple teamed the whole game. And then you have Davenport, they was trying to double team him. And couple times they didn't double team him, he thrashed the guy that was in front of him.
Yeah,
so yeah, man,
I was upset we didn't get more sacks. Because that guy was sitting back there for a long time because of the coverage. We had great coverage, but we should have killed that quarterback.
Well, he was a water bug. He was a water bug.
The coverage was good because Chauncey was on that field. Let's point that out. Chauncey
everybody played good though. Chauncey can't stick everybody.
But I'm saying Chauncey being back helped a lot. It helped everybody's position. He helped them out a lot. So big shout out to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Big shout out to Paulson Adebo, Quan, the whole defense, man. They did what they were supposed to do. We got the dub. And also, let's do this. I know we always shout out the offense and the defensive players, but let's shout out the kicker too. because the kicker went 3 for 3 on field goals. Y'all know how we've been doing this year on field goals. Brett Maher, he did his thing. He kicked the field goals and made them when they needed to be made. So shouts out to him. So
And was it windy out there? Could you tell?
It was pretty windy. Like a chilly breeze, a chilly breeze. But it wasn't that windy. It was a beautiful day, man. It was so clear. It was, HD, bro. HD clear. I'm talking, no clouds in the sky.
4K, huh?
3-4 commercial planes flew over. You could see it's so clear. You could see. I even saw somebody waving. That's how clear it was, bro. It was nice.
That boy seen it in 4K. Now, one thing that we all gonna see in 4K this week.
You saw him eating peanuts on the plane, huh?
So who?
You saw him eating peanuts and pretzels on the plane, huh?
On the plane, bro. I said, damn, they playing a football game.
Y'all crazy, man. But listen, one thing that we gonna see in 4K this week, man, and I know Soul's going, but I know we're gonna be watching it on TV. But man, this is a big game this week. I just want to jump right into it. Listen, Saints at Bucks in Tampa Bay.
Look what Roy said. Ain't there some bullshit?
Yeah,
I saw
Roy. I saw him too, bro.
You saw me, so I gotta pick my nose, bro. I pick my nose on here. Ain't no biggie.
The boogers.
Everybody pick their nose.
No, you was picking your nose at the game. I seen you. All your boogers was on the gloves and stuff.
I know. I'm gonna pick my damn nose with my gloves on.
Man, put some
See how
hands.
See how
they lying on you, my dog?
Yeah, bro. Put some Clorox wipes on them gloves, bro.
I can't even do it with the gloves on. It's all good, Rory.
He said, see how they lying on me?
Rory with the little boy name. Rory.
Now look, Saints at Bucks this Sunday night is going down in a major way. The Saints have had the Bucks number in the regular season.
Oh, it's funny. Okay.
It is funny.
Laughing at me.
Say, bro, stop digging in your nose, bro. You're embarrassing sports overtime when you go to these games, dog.
That's cold-blooded.
They be like, say, ain't that the guy who do the show with you? Man, I don't know him, bro. He digging
cold-blooded.
Yep.
But listen, man. Again, the Saints definitely, they got the Bucks number in the regular season. It's gonna be a huge game. I think this is gonna be the biggest game of the season. I know a lot of people say the game for Halloween in the Superdome was the biggest game of the season, but I think this one we definitely need this win bad. The Bucks are coming in. They've been rolling. They just beat the Bills in overtime this past Sunday. And listen, man, the one thing I will say, the Saints defense knows how to match up with the Bucks. They know how to match up with them. And you got Chauncey back at the right time. You know Lattimore's gonna lock down Evans. That's a given. He's gonna lock down Evans. Evans gonna have 1 or 2 catches. You know that's his son. And listen, man, Antonio Brown is not playing in this game. He is suspended because of his fake COVID card. So he ain't playing. Lattimore just got to lock down Evans. The only matchup that I'm very concerned about is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson playing on Chris Godwin. That's the matchup that they wanted to exploit last time they played. And I think I think if I'm not mistaken, Godwin had 14 catches that day in the Super Bowl.
See, first of all, Nada, you ain't talking about the main dude. You ain't talking about Brady's best friend, RoboCop, Gronkowski.
I ain't worried about him.
That's a big fucking freaking factor. Excuse my French. A lot of people don't know that. Gronkowski is that key right there, boy. You worrying about them wide receivers. That boy love Gronkowski, bro. They buddies. They friends. He gonna get his.
We love
I actually think
who we gonna put on Gronkowski. That's what you need to worry about. Gronkowski.
Yeah. I think I'm not gonna say I think they will. I'm gonna say I think they should put CJ on Gronkowski. He covers tight ends pretty good. And I think that you should take because he's a bullet. And so he's gonna frustrate Gronkowski. He's gonna get Gronkowski out of his game. And I think you put Roby, or you put the rookie on Godwin, number 14, Godwin. And then you also give him safety help.
I'm gonna tell you who I think you should put on Gronkowski.
At the end of the day, Lattimore is going to take away your top wide receiver. He's going to take away Evans. And so you want to just spread your coverage to help the rookie on a Godwin or Roby on a Godwin, because, the last thing, actually, Evans been looking so damn sad. You could put a Debo on Evans.
He ain't going to look sad.
Okay. And then put Lattimore on Godwin all game. If you really want to fix the problem.
You heard what So said? So said he ain't gonna look sad then if you put it.
He ain't gonna look sad then, huh?
Say, bro. Hey, let me tell you something. Brady, even though
he's
smart, Brady is smart. Brady looking at the mismatches. He looking for the mismatch.
That's all the Saints do too.
Somebody who ain't did nothing in 3 weeks won't beat us if he see a mismatch. And let me tell you, we need to put a big body on Gronkowski because he's slow. But his body, he'll outbody you. And CJ, CJ ain't gonna be able to.
I think Quan could match up with him.
Right, Quan can match up with him. Quan is going to match up with him.
Right.
When you're talking about when CJ is going to be guarding Godwin, Godwin is the guy that does these crossing routes. He's the guy that does these routes that Odell Beckham Jr. does. He does these routes that he's going to run across the field. And when you run across the zone, because the Saints play a man zone concept, so Marshawn Lattimore is going to be covered solely on Mike Evans because he doesn't do a lot of those crossing routes. He's going vertical.
Right.
So Lattimore is going to stay with him. There's going to be a few seam coverages there. But, when Godwin runs across the field, CJ is the one that's typically tasked in his zone. So they're taking CJ out of the middle. That is intentional. That is what Tampa Bay is doing. So CJ is not technically guarding Godwin. It's just Godwin comes into his zone, in that X zone, in the middle of the zone, and he got to follow him.
Yeah.
So once Godwin come into his zone, he got to follow him. So they are dictating that coverage. It's not about who the Saints want to cover Godwin. It's about where he runs and into whose coverage. So, so at the end of the day, I look at it like this. I said Marcus Williams is going to have to earn his little duckies this game.
Yeah,
he can't be making no mistakes, running behind people, escorting people into the end zone. I said he got to be out there hitting and tackling. Sure. Marcus Williams is going to determine if we want to lose this game. I said it.
And also, they're trying to turn that boy from LSU, y'all know him, Leonard Fournette, into a pass-catching running back. So we got to watch that because I done seen him go to him. He done dropped it and go right back to him on the next play. So they trying to get him used to being a catching running back.
And that's actually
Fournette been clowning.
That's actually what
Fournette been balling.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. So because last week against the Bills, in the passing game, Fournette had 7 targets, and then Chris Godwin had 15 targets by himself. Mike Evans had 6, and Gronkowski had 9. So again, those four dudes that we just named, we gotta shut that down. You're not gonna be able to shut all of it down, but I mean, if you look at that, that's 37 targets right there between those 4 players. So you gotta cut that down in half, at least. You gotta cut that down in half.
That's right.
To have a chance to win this game for sure.
Now CJ and Leonard had a little dust up at the last game when the Saints beat the Bucs because Leonard was trying to be Mr. Nice Guy because he's from New Orleans. He wanted to come over and shake hands in the huddle. And CJ told him, look, man, you don't belong here. I don't care if you're from New Orleans or not. I said, you can't come over here with my teammates and be acting like you cool with everybody. No, fuck that. Get from around you. Get from around you, Leonard. And Leonard is a big dude. So if they wouldn't have stopped Leonard would have busted his ass. Leonard is not no Michael Thomas. Leonard ain't getting beat up by no CJ Johnson, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you right now. He lucky.
He from the 7 wall.
CJ all about he a hard head. So CJ don't want none of that. So they lucky that they held Leonard because Tampa Bay Buccaneers whole staff came and got Leonard and was like, all right, man, let's go. Let's go. Before you get suspended. Before you get suspended, before you hurt somebody out here. So, at the end of the day, you're going to see that on the field. You're going to see that on the field. Leonard is going to be looking for CJ. I promise you that. He's going to try and lay the pain on CJ. And I know what I'm saying. Leonard is on offense. and CJ is on defense. I know that, but I know this boy personally. That boy is a purple knight, just like me. He's going to be looking for CJ.
You want that revenge?
Trust me.
You want that
Trust
revenge?
me.
Look.
He is going to be looking for CJ. And CJ probably be looking for him too, but CJ gonna be ducking him. I'm telling you. Say, bro, this game right here is about to be. Whew, I'm good, boy.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
I can't wait, man. I'm gonna be right there front and center.
It's gonna be some fights. It's gonna be some fights.
I'm predict right there with Big Nasty this week. One of the Tampa Bay fans, and I'm on the first row, right there by the Tampa Bay bench. So, Peyton, if you want to get me a walkie-talkie, in case I hear something, I can talk to Peyton, privately, because I'm gonna be on that side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother. You know what I'm saying? I could be like a secret agent.
So look, Teddy Soul gonna be like, Sean, it's going to Godwin. The next day
it's going down the next day. No, they're going to number 14 on this one, bro. Watch out, number 14.
Watch out, bro. Hey, look, I want to give a shout out before I forget. As you can see, I got my commissioner hat on. I am a commissioner of 5 fantasy football leagues, and I'd like to give a shout out to my brother Nathan Murphy, because this is his first year in one of my leagues, and he made the playoffs. I spanked that ass last week, but he still was able to sneak in the back door and make the 5th seed. I want to give a shout out to Teddy too. Teddy didn't do so well, but hey, Teddy gave a lot of people a run for their money. He had a pretty good team this year, and I know he'll be back next year.
Oh, I'm gonna be back. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be back.
I want to give a shout out. I'm in 5 leagues. I made three playoffs. So y'all pray for me. Hope I can win. One is the $2,000 league.
Yeah,
that's the one I'm talking about with Natum.
Yeah,
I went 10-3. I went 10-3, had the most points, and I have a bye this week. Nader has to play, but me and Nader can meet each other again if he wins. So
So everybody that's on here, pray for me. I need that $2,000, baby.
I know I need it. But shout out to all my other players. If y'all watching, everybody that played in my leagues, man. I hope y'all had fun. Man, they had a bunch of guys that always win, and they didn't make it. Like 3 of them. Too Hot for TV, he didn't make it. Cloud Bay, this guy comes all the way from Ohio, catches a plane to come to my draft to be in my league.
Dang.
His name's Cloud Bay. You see him on there. But he didn't make it, and the other guy was D-Dogs. These 3 guys are related, and one of them always win the championship. There are 2 of them that 3-peated. That's how good they are. And they didn't make the playoffs at all this year.
But that just tell you how good I am. I'm the first. That's my first time in the league, so you already know what's up.
Yeah, you did good. You did good, Nathan. You didn't start out good, but you came back.
Yeah. They had a lot of injuries. A lot of people who picked McCaffrey or who picked whoever. Boy, they teams got
COVID did a lot to
everybody. COVID team, yeah. So it was a very interesting year.
It was.
Yeah.
Too. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about the playoffs, the fantasy football playoffs. So, like you just said, I'm in 3 leagues, and I made all the playoffs in all 3 leagues. And I'm like you, so in 2 of them I got to buy. And then this week I got to play in yours. So I'm kind of like, damn, I wish I had a buy in all 3, but it's all good. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready for the challenge.
Now Teddy G got the fun league, playing for fun.
My league for fun.
He's good at that one.
I know, because I've been the commissioner. I am good in that one. I'm on a 9-game win streak right now, my boy, in that one. Listen, I said, because I have 2 quarterbacks in my league. So I know how to get y'all early. I say I draft a whole bunch of quarterbacks and I just be having on my bench. But anyway, I said, so I've been a commissioner of that league and 2 more, for the last 3-4 years. And so you've been doing the money leagues. Sometimes I just don't ask people for money. I just play for fun. But I think next year I'm gonna turn my league into a money league, because that league been the same people for 4 years. And I can be honest with you. I found them people on NFL.com. I don't know them people from a can of paint. But when we come back next year, them same people gonna be up in there. 2 girlies, 1 cup.
Okay. Well, look,
I can go on and on. I mean, they got some names.
Don't go crazy on them, Teddy. Let's start with $50.
I'm gonna start off with a little, you want to buy in, you want to do $50, I said, but at the end of the day, it's I know these people, and look, it don't really be no trash talk or none of that. We know who's good and we know who's great in my league, and we have lots of fun doing
Got
it.
a question.
And so yeah. So Nada, you can jump in my league next year too. You know what I'm saying? $50.
All right, I got
Do
you.
y'all think a bye week would have been better
I might
now
still
than
have it free
earlier?
though. I might still have it free. I don't want to start on
What y'all
nobody.
think about that question?
Do y'all
That
think
question.
a bye week would have been better now than earlier in the season for the Saints?
For the Saints?
Or for fantasy?
For the Saints.
For the Saints? I mean, there's a lot of players still injured. So, I mean, obviously a bye later on in the season would have been good, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not. I mean, you got to think about it this way. Even with the bye, let's say they got a bye this week, right? They have 67 players that have COVID in the last 2 days. 67 players have tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 2 days. And I want to point this out too, because this pisses me off. With the Dallas Cowboys, right? The Dallas Cowboys played us 2 weeks ago. Their coach had COVID. A few players had COVID. Then they played the Saints. And what happens? The motherfuckers, Cam Jordan got COVID. Mark Ingram ended up getting COVID, right? So all of these, NFL protocols and all this bullshit, it really ain't what it seems to be, And then on top of that, you had like last night, you had the Rams, right? Right before the game, Jalen Ramsey he's on the COVID list. He tested positive for COVID. Their tight end, Tyler Higbee, tested positive for COVID, right? They go out and they play the Arizona Cardinals. And then this morning, 7 players on the Rams have COVID, and they just played yesterday. And one of those players is Odell Beckham. And so where does it come? Like, where do we draw the line with this, with the whole COVID situation? Because, I just feel like the NFL acts like they're hard up on the COVID situation. But if you think about it, they're not. Think about what they did to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, but this is all Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Well, look,
okay.
That's what I was gonna say. Think about what they did to Antonio
Aaron
Brown.
Rodgers infected our whole football team in week 1.
But look,
okay.
But listen, but this is the thing. Look what they did to Aaron Rodgers, and look what they did to Antonio Brown. Let's point that out. Antonio Brown, obviously with the fake COVID card and stuff like that, they ended up suspending him for 3 games. Rodgers, he didn't get no suspension at all. He got a fine and that was it. So again, the NFL is just so up and down with how they're, managing this COVID-19 situation. And it's like, listen, if the coach has COVID or if the players have COVID, like you got these players out there dapping off people. Like for instance, with the Saints, Justin Hardy. Justin Hardy is my homeboy. Like we cool. Like Justin Hardy was taking pictures with Marshawn Lattimore and the Saints defense. And then on Monday, he tested positive for COVID. And it was just around him. So we got a big game coming up this week against Tampa Bay. We can't be having that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just so up and down, and it's frustrating, especially like we just talked about with people's real lives, but also too in fantasy football. Just like you said, so everybody's trying to make the playoffs. We in the playoffs. People got bye weeks, which is good. But I mean, you got 67 players that tested positive for COVID-19. You don't think that's going to affect the fantasy football playoffs? That's going to affect it. Just like yesterday, last week, I had 3 players that had COVID on my team. So, I mean, it's just messed up from a fantasy perspective and a real life perspective. It's messed up all around. The NFL needs to get it situated, man, for real.
Yeah. Not saying I'm the best fantasy football person out there, because obviously I'm not. But what I can tell you is that my team gets stronger during the year because I'm always combing a waiver wire, because there's always somebody getting injured and you always have to go next man up. So I did that today, as a matter of fact. This morning, the first thing I did, you know what I'm saying? I went and I just got my, squad. Like I finally cut Antonio Brown. You know what I mean? Finally cut him. and replace them with, I'm not gonna let you know who, but what I can tell you is the guy from the Rams who had that long touchdown. What his name? Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
He was starting for me last week. So it's just like I know these players I never heard of. I know when the quarterback starts to like them, right? And then I start them. And I know that Odell Beckham is going to be getting double covered if he's not with the COVID situation. So Van Jefferson is going to get touches because Cooper Kupp, nobody can stop him.
Oh, he's getting 15. Listen, I'll tell y'all this. If there was one guy,
yeah, Hakeem, where you at?
If there was one guy next year in the draft that's coming up next year in fantasy, he is definitely going to go in the top 10. I promise you that. A lot of people try to pick Devontae Adams first, the first wide receiver come off the board or whatever. I'm telling y'all, I would go Cooper Kupp before I go Devontae Adams. And I picked Devontae Adams this year.
Cooper Kupp was the number one fantasy football player this year.
Yeah.
Position by position. So
consistently 15 targets a game, touchdown.
Look, little Dennis the Menace looking white boy. And that boy 10 in the league.
What a lot of people don't know is he's on track to have 148 catches this year. Y'all know who holds the record for that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close.
Shout out to Kamara, who broke Roger Craig's record for most reception first 5 years, bro. Kamara
539. That's a lot of catches, man. And so, you take a look at who Roger Craig was, and he's a legend. And for Kamara to be walking,
Winston or Wilson? I'm gonna stay pat with Winston because we gotta give up too much. We need to sign a lot of people on our team. Let's just go with what we got. Sign our players we have, keep our nucleus together.
All right. So, wow, this is a tricky question.
It is.
But who do you think is better, Winston or Wilson? And that question is so close that you got to look at the money. Because Russell Wilson, that's the reason why I'm like, I don't know. Because his contract is already set at pretty much $40 million. Next year is 37. The following year is 39. The next year after that is 41 million. So can the Saints afford that? I think that Winston, at least the Saints can sit down and talk with his management and say, look, we can afford to give you 18 million. You know what I mean? You want to sign or not? And of course he's going to sign. He knows the offense. He wants to be involved. And so I think, I think it's going to come down to money. So that is my answer. And so I'm going to go with Soul on this one. J-Boo.
Let me ask you this. Let me say this. Winston and Russell. Okay. Who's better? Right now, I'm going to say Russell's better.
Of course, Russell Wilson is better.
Who's on the downcline and who has a higher upside? I'm going to say Winston. We've seen the best Russell can be. So I don't think he's going to be no better. Winston, we haven't seen that. We don't know what Winston can achieve. We don't know where he can go or where he can take us. So that's the way I feel about it.
Jameis not even 25 yet.
Right. I look at the weapons Russell have now, man. He should be, but he's not doing it. Just think if he was over here with no receivers and he over there with DK and Lockett, even though Lockett had a good game last week, don't get me wrong, but you kind of say to yourself, damn, why are they struggling and they got such good weapons on their team? You know what I'm saying? That's what I look at.
My opinion on it is I disagree from both of y'all. And the reason why I disagree is, you're right. You do make some valid points. He is cheaper than Russell Wilson. He is younger than Russell Wilson. But when you look at the whole perspective, and I know somebody just asked this question, Danny asked it in the chat. He don't really think we can afford Russell Wilson. First of all, let's start from the beginning and then we'll jump to it. So number one, Russell Wilson he can't be traded unless he waives his no trade clause. If he waives his no trade clause, the three teams that he would waive that trade clause for is the Saints, the Broncos, and the Giants. And I think the Giants was just put on there because it's the Big Apple, it's a big city, whatever. So out of the Saints in Denver, I think that obviously he has a better chance to sign with the Saints. And the reason why I think he would fit New Orleans really well is because think about this. Drew Brees wasn't a tall quarterback. He was, he wasn't that type of quarterback that's like a Justin Herbert where he's standing over the offensive lineman. He can see everything. Russell Wilson fits the scheme. He fits the scheme just like Drew fit the scheme. Russell Wilson has better legs than Jameis Winston. He can get out the pocket faster than Jameis Winston. Now, overall, I agree with what you just said. So he isn't balling as he's supposed to with wide receivers like a Metcalf and a Lockett. So what makes it you think he was going to come to New Orleans and ball out with a Traquan Smith and a Deontay Harris? Hopefully we get Mike Thomas back next year. But I just feel as though, man, like regardless of the route they go, I just feel as though Jameis did what he had to do and he was a game manager. I just feel like if you want to blow the roof off the Superdome and have this city go nuts, and have it to where it's like, man, we back into the mix. We have a chance to go to the Super Bowl every year and feel good about ourselves. I feel like you go to Russell Wilson route. So that's just me.
I understand what you're saying. But
you think about it,
how much do we have to give up for Russell Wilson?
Right.
What kind of team will he have?
We've all put our point of view in. We've all put our point of view in. And that's what I'm saying. I think Nader wrapped it up nicely. As far as what he said, because I'm a Russell Wilson fan.
Me too.
My only question is Russell Wilson with the swag? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be able to come in the locker room and James Winston be in there dancing with the whole team? I say, is Russell Wilson gonna be up in there?
That dude gonna be. Hey, he brings Ciara down here. He gonna be watching Ciara in New Orleans.
Yeah, and that's she's a musician. This scene's about musicians. It just fits, man. It fits all around. So I don't know.
Look, in between series, you're gonna be on the phone. Where you at?
But I will tell y'all this.
You're not by Teddy G, huh?
Hold on.
Where you at? You're not you at the Marriott.
Listen. I will say this though. If they end up going the Russell Wilson route,
them alligators, boy.
If they go the Russell Wilson route, I'm telling you, Jameis Winston is gonna sign with the Steelers. I promise you that. You heard it here first. Jameis Winston will sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers if the Saints do not re-sign him and go Russell
Wilson. I got my faith in Winston.
And he will replace Big Ben Roethlisberger for the next 10 years.
Yep.
I don't know if Russell got 10 left in him.
I mean,
wait a minute. Wait. You see what you just did there, Soul?
I know what
let everybody know. You just let everybody know. Jameis Winston is still a little boy. He is a young man. He is about to be, somebody's franchise quarterback for the next 10, 12 years. 10, 12 years.
Okay.
Yes, so long-term potential. Yes.
But listen, he's the cheaper option.
That's right, Nita.
Hold on. The comment said he's the cheaper option. But it's the question that follows up with that statement made by Hakeem is cheap always better? Is it better to go cheaper? Some things in life, I'd rather
Hold on, Nader. What bodega you shop at? What supermarket you shop at, Nader?
I go to the bodega.
And I keep it with me just so I be feeling safe.
Nader, what grade do you give Winston for the first games that he was in? What grade do you give him?
I say a B.
A B. Thank you. You give him a B, and he didn't have a number one receiver. Mm-hmm. All kind of injury. I'm not
taking nothing away from him. I'm not saying
all kind of injury. You know what I'm saying? The guy did well. He only threw what, 2 picks? 3 picks?
Yeah,
something like that. What I'm saying, man.
When he went down here,
thinking Winston had all the tools.
He had 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Let's just put
just thinking he had all the tools, baby.
It's not even about that. I just feel as though, and y'all can write in the chat if y'all agree with me, but I just feel as though I don't feel like no team's coming to the Superdome scared of a Jameis Winston. I feel like if you were to have a Russell Wilson, they'd be like, oh fuck. We're going against the Saints. They got Russell Wilson. They got Kamara. They got Mike Thomas. They got a good defense. They got Russell Wilson. I mean, it just I don't know. I just don't feel like teams are scared of a Jameis Winston led team. I feel
teams ain't scared of Seahawks either right now because they beating their ass.
Well, he's hurt.
Even when he was in there, he was losing. They got shut out with Russell Wilson.
He never had an O-line. He never had an O-line.
See, excuses. Excuses. We don't have an O-line. Our O-line was messed up. You know, everybody got problems. You got to be able to deal with it. You Russell Wilson. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta
Aaron Rodgers doing. He didn't have no receivers. Remember, Devontae was out. Was out. His other one was out. He had to deal with a couple of third and fourth string receivers. That's a quarterback.
I'm not taking nothing away from Jameis Winston. I love what he did for the Saints this year. But when it comes down to who picking the quarterback for the future for the Saints, like in the next 5 to 7 years, I gotta go Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is a Super Bowl winning champion. Jameis Winston is not a Super Bowl winning champion. And no team
That's it, baby.
Listen, and I'm gonna give hold on. I'm gonna back my point up. Nobody is scared of a Jameis Winston-led team. The Giants came in the Superdome. What happened? They beat the Saints. All these shitty teams come to the Superdome this year, and they beat the Saints when Jameis was playing. Nobody is scared of the Saints. And listen, and you should know this.
Had a 5-2 record.
Oh, you should know this out of all people.
The
Dome has been in the past. The Dome has been a place where teams do not want to play. This last couple of years, they've been coming here and they've been whipping our ass. So at the end of the day,
it's not just because of the quarterback.
I think it is a reaction.
It's the whole team.
It's just again, you're saying it's the whole team. So when you flip it and you put the blame on Russell Wilson and what he's doing in Seattle, it's the whole team. The offensive line ain't doing shit. The running back ain't doing nothing.
I'm about to put them hands on their ass. I'm about to put them hands on.
Bring that comment back up soon. Bring that comment back up soon. I like the BAW. He's there. Get the gloves out.
Get him. We gotta take this one out the you know, when it's raining, you know what I'm saying? You can't take the car out when it's raining. You know what Soul said last week?
Test drive.
Hey, let me tell you, bro. You know, I would love, like I said, Russell Wilson. We got Jameis in the shop right now.
Put up Ron's comment.
We putting a new engine in that car, Jameis Winston.
Man. Put Ron's comment
in the garage right now. Look, we don't need no new car coming down. We got one, bro. We're gonna have to give up a lot to get a Russell Wilson in here, bro. We ain't gonna have nobody to throw to. We're gonna have to get rid of Michael Thomas.
Put Ron's comment up on the screen right now, please. Cause y'all,
man, Ron Circle is no, I ain't putting a Ron Circle.
Yeah, so that boy got the boxing gloves out on your ass, boy.
Man, put Ron's comment on the screen, man.
I'm out of it.
Which one? This one?
No, the one up. Keep going up.
Okay, that's one man's opinion. He never did like Winston. He always was a Taysom guy.
I'm a Taysom guy too.
Circle love Taysom. They still think Taysom is
You arguing for Winston. You arguing for Winston. You arguing for Wilson.
Y'all would rather
with the guy that the Saints just gave $100 million to. I'm living in reality. So Taysom Hill is our quarterback right now, and you got the young Jaguar in the garage.
My cousin said we was going somewhere. Look, my cousin. That's my cousin. She a lady. Listen to her what she's saying. She said we was going somewhere with Jameis. But Jameis didn't have any help with all the players being out. That's right. Michael Thomas has for sure. Both blockers, not only protecting them from getting sacked.
I never said it wasn't. Listen, I said that I'm not taking nothing away from Jameis Winston. I'm not saying nothing bad about Jameis. All I'm saying is, from the outside looking in, take your fandom out of it. Take your Saints fandom out of it. Ain't no team. Listen, ain't no team is gonna come to the Superdome and come to New Orleans that's scared of a Jameis Winston.
Hey, brother, nobody gonna be scared of Russell ass either.
Hold on. Now, y'all know I haven't said anything for a minute, so I'm not picking sides here. I just want to say, Nader, your argument is flawed because what you're saying is, no team is afraid to come and play the Saints. That's not really an argument. You can't prove that. You can't prove that. It's not logically speaking. Logically speaking, you cannot prove that. Wait, let me tell you what I'm saying.
I'm about to prove it to you.
At the time that Jameis went, you can go and poll all the players you want. Is you scared when you go and play the Saints?
I'm about to pull
Go give Nate a
It
couple
sounds like
man.
it sounds like it's not an argument. So listen, what I'm telling you is this:
Panthers weren't scared of Jameis Winston. Giants weren't scared of Jameis Winston.
our whole team had COVID when we played the Carolina Pussycats. Okay, our whole team had COVID. Listen.
Nate,
now,
let me ask you this. Hold on,
Teddy. I have one further statement. My one statement is, at the time Jameis was lost for the season, he was tied with Dak Prescott. 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That is where Jameis' numbers was at the time when he went down. Okay? I'm just want to put that out there.
I'm not looking at his stats.
That was number one in the league,
y'all. That's just
that was number one in the league.
Nader,
if we get
Tom Brady is the GOAT. Is anybody, was we scared of Tom Brady? Hell no. Was we scared of Aaron Rodgers? We beat that ass. We weren't scared. So why should anybody be scared of Russell Wilson?
I'm not talking about other teams' quarterbacks. I'm talking about our quarterback.
Okay. Why was somebody be scared of Russell Wilson?
I'm not talking about our defense going against Rodgers or our defense going against Tom Brady.
I'm just showing you that this is the NFL. Nobody's scared of nobody.
Man, you crazy.
Nobody's scared of no damn body, bro. Listen, we all pros. They all pros out there.
All pros.
If Jameis plays with this
no quarterback don't scare.
There's no worries about that. I'm cool with that. But what I'm telling you is no team that's going to come in the Superdome and be scared of a Jameis Winston-led team.
They don't have to be.
A Russell Wilson-led team.
They don't have to be.
Well, then we're going to keep losing to teams like Atlanta and the Giants.
They don't have to be. And it wasn't his fault that we lost to them teams. It wasn't his fault. He's not everybody. He don't play defense, offense, run the ball, can't block. He's not blocking. He's not doing all that.
Hold on. And all right, so that's a good point. So why do you flip the statement when you talk about Russell Wilson? When you say,
what you mean flip the statement?
Well, he's supposed to do this and do that and do this and do that.
Russell Wilson can't. Russell Wilson wouldn't have done no more than what Jameis did.
I'm just saying, like, let's keep it 100 both ways.
We
keep
are
100.
Jameis Winston's numbers was better than Russell Wilson at the time when they went down.
It was. Don't get me wrong.
His numbers was better. So for a cheaper price.
All I'm saying is, and for those who think that they can't make it work, they can make it work with the cap. Listen, they don't have. And Nick, I said this last week. Shout out to Nick Underhill.
And Russell Wilson ain't win no championship, boy. That was that defense in the move, boy. That was that defense Seattle had, boy.
Nick Underhill.
Right.
As what I recall, Russell Wilson lost the whole Super Bowl for them.
Instead, hold on.
I remember Russell Wilson lost the whole Super Bowl for them.
I'm not gonna let nobody talk on here, bro. Y'all always interrupting me, bro. Listen, on New Orleans,
you're turning red, bro. You can mute me. I don't care. You can mute me. You're turning red.
Mute his dumb ass. just like Taysom said, his dumb ass should have slid. His dumb ass mute his dumb ass. But
no, Jameis Winston is goofy. He is goofy. He runs goofy. He runs very clumsily, and he's played baseball before, which is something I can't understand. You have to slide. Russell Wilson is very good at sliding. I'll probably say the best at sliding.
He's a baseball player.
Baseball players make the best football player. Kyler Murray is the best slider in the game.
Listen, I'm not here to debate that. I'm just telling y'all who's the best slider and who's not. I don't give a shit about that. I'm just telling y'all that the Saints can make it work. If they really want Russell Wilson, they can make it work. It's been proven. Listen, Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football came out with an article and said, we don't have to cut no players and we still can get underneath the cap. So it's going to be easier to get underneath the cap this year than it was last year, because last year we was over 100 million. This year we had 60 million. So I'm just telling y'all, if they want to make it work with Russell Wilson, they can. If they do, that's cool. If they don't, let's sign Jameis and let's keep it moving. But if it was, y'all asked me my opinion and you asked who would I rather, I'm going to go Russell Wilson. I'm a Russell Wilson fan. And I feel as though Russell Wilson, Kamara, Mike Thomas, if they can keep Mike Thomas within the whole trade situation, I think that's going to be it. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be
Russell
nuts.
Wilson is 8 years older than Winston. 8
Okay.
years. That's 8
We
seasons.
third.
Okay. What does that
That's
mean?
8 seasons.
What does that mean?
You know what I'm saying?
The
So
same thing you
look
said about
long
Taysom
term.
Hill.
You look young long term.
Russell
Then he's
Wilson the same
married.
age as Taysom
He's
Hill, my
married
boy.
to
It's
a
wisdom.
star.
It's
He's married to a
wisdom.
star.
Russell
Hold
Wilson
on,
older
hold
than
on. You have
Taysom
to
Hill,
look at
my boy.
all this. He's married to a star, Sierra. He wants to do movies. He's always said that. Any year he can just walk away. We can get him for 1 year. He walk away the next year because he said, "Damn, I ain't winning in New Orleans."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we can get hold on. And we can
James
get
ain't
James.
gonna do that.
Hold on, we could get Jameis back next year and he throws 17 picks. And what y'all gonna say next year?
Okay, he ain't threw
Oh man,
17
we should have got
picks.
Russell Wilson.
He ain't threw close to that.
Oh, we should have traded for Russell Wilson.
His touchdown to intercept ratio was the best in the NFL.
I'm not saying this year. I'm saying
okay, well, don't say that, bro. Unless you got proof.
About hypotheticals. You talking about hypotheticals.
With the Saints, he did good. With Tampa, he threw 30 picks. Not with us.
But you saying hypothetically he could play for us for 1 year and then quit. What I'm saying is hypothetically, just like you're hypothetically doing it for Russell Wilson, I'm saying hypothetically, Jameis can play for the Saints next year and throw 17 picks. And next year, we're gonna have the same conversation. If we still living, you gonna have the same conversation. Man, we should sign Russell Wilson, bro. He going off with this other team. He going off on Denver. He going off with
that. You didn't hear what I said, my boy.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh yeah, it's nothing, bro. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is that Russell Wilson, bro, he's a great quarterback. You know, he's just a little more expensive than I would like for a quarterback. I love Russell Wilson. You know, I've sent my son a Russell Wilson jersey because he plays quarterback, you know, and he likes Russell Wilson. He's a good role model and all that. I just don't know if he'll fit in with the locker room because they got a whole bunch of hooligans in the Saints locker room, bro. You got to have some swag. And I think Winston know how to talk to these young little whippersnapper wide receivers that we got. He be flying them out. He be getting them together. You know, would Russell Wilson do that? I don't know. I don't know if Russell Wilson want any big wide receiver boy in the house with his wife, Sierra, you know.
Teddy, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with shopping at TJ Maxx. But at sometimes you gotta go to Saks and splurge, baby.
Thank you, Hakeem.
Splurge on yourself.
Hakeem said we got too much to do, man. We got too many people to sign to be worried about getting that.
Listen, I'm not trying to hear what Hakeem has to say. I'm telling you, and I just said it. We can sign everybody.
These are our fans. They comment. They mean a lot.
Oh, I'm just saying. I just said it. We can sign everybody back without having to cut anybody, bro. So regardless of what Hakeem, how many names he puts on that list, we still can sign all of them players and still sign Russell Wilson. Like we still could do it and be underneath the cap.
Man,
wait a minute. When we won a Super Bowl, we won a Super Bowl. Where did we find Drew Brees on top of a trash heap? That was a TJ Maxx right there. That was a Marshalls right there. That was a Steinhardt right there.
Yeah, that was Marshalls. You got it right. That was Big Lots.
That was Big Lots. Breeze was Big Lots.
You find that you know, that needle in the
haystack. Sign them up,
let me say this, man. We're gonna leave it at this. You know, like I said, a Toyota and a Lexus have the same inside parts.
That's true.
Motor, suspension, everything. But the name Lexus, that's Wilson. And the Toyota Camry, that's Winston. We're gonna go with that car. It's the same. I think he could do the same. And it's cheaper. And as far as age, it's younger. You got a 2020 over here, and Russell Wilson a 2005. So, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this question. So if you had the option to pick between a Mercedes and a Toyota, which car you drive?
It just depends on the year, how much wind on it, how many miles on it. That's right. That's right. If that Toyota got 30,000 and that damn Mercedes got 200,000, I'm gonna take that Toyota.
Man, you picking that Mercedes every day, and you pulling up, and you pulling up. No, hold on.
I could drive a Mercedes right now if I wanted, but I don't.
You pulling up to
I don't like Mercedes, bro. I don't like no Germans.
Hold on, Teddy. Oh Lord, Teddy, that boy pulling up to the Superdome in that Mercedes. He gonna be looking like Manny Fresh on the "I Need a Hot Girl" video in that Prowler.
I think Jameis Winston is a Tesla.
Thank you.
Oh Lord. Oh man. Next subject, bro. Y'all tripping.
Tesla.
Man, I feel like we on first take. Y'all boys got me turning red on the screen, bro.
That boy J-Bo is a Tesla.
That boy said
Energy
the whole
efficient.
Tesla. Oh my God! Bro. The only thing in the Tesla is a big ass screen. That's it.
I feel like Jameis Winston is a Tesla. You keep trying to call him a Toyota and calling Russell Wilson
Ain't
a
nothing
Benz.
wrong with a
I
Toyota.
was just
I
saying,
think
as far
Jameis
as
Winston is a
money,
Tesla.
the money they gonna want, you know.
Hold on. All right, Nader. Who do you think Jameis Winston is? What type of car? Seriously, don't say
Man,
Toyota.
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not saying I'm not comparing no dude to no car, bro. I'm just
Yeah,
not.
you
I'm
just
not
said
gonna be
Russell
like
Wilson.
Soul, but I'm
You
gonna tell
said
you what.
Russell
I know
Wilson is
Soul
a
would pick that Mercedes over there. Toyota.
What's racist, Rory? What's racist? What's racist?
Tesla.
Hyundai.
I thought we were talking about cars.
You saying Winston is a Hyundai?
Oh,
Oh,
racist
That's
talking about cars.
he was a first round pick, Heisman Trophy winner. How's he a Hyundai?
Listen, I'm just saying,
That
bro.
boy
I'm
look
not
like a
saying
Rolls
he's a
Royce to
Hyundai.
me.
I'm just
That boy
saying,
look like a Phantom.
bro.
Jay,
I blame all of this. I blame all of this on Rory, bro.
I'm about to
What
mute.
happens when y'all put a question from Rory on the screen?
No, listen. I said Nader. So y'all was there at the Jacksonville Jaguars game. You know what I'm saying?
James is
Russell Wilson is the street car. Jameis is RTA.
Oh man!
If you really take a look at that, the street car worked for RTA. I mean, just being honest. All right, but we was all at the game. How soon?
I would throw the word Uber out there, but you already know I ain't trying to mix that with.
No, see, Rory trying to start mess. I didn't say I didn't like Germans. I said German cars. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah. You did say that. Oh yeah, that's right, dude. Now, you guys forget so soon. I don't think so. I said, but we were all at the Jacksonville Jaguars game. Okay, the Jaguars, and we turned around. And we saw a 60-yard touchdown pass from, granted, it was preseason. Let me go ahead and quantify that. But I'm just saying, we ain't seen no touchdown pass like that. And Nader, I think you were pretty excited about that when that happened.
I'm not saying, listen, I said it and I'll say it again. I'm not taking nothing away from Jameis Winston. But y'all asked me the question, and I told y'all, if I had to pick, y'all two pick Jameis Winston, I'm going Russell Wilson.
We loyal, man. We loyal.
That's
we like
fine.
Jameis.
You can be loyal all you want.
Jameis is a Saint. Russell is a Seahawk. Who are you for?
For right now.
The Saints or the Seahawks?
And they both ain't playing. On the Saints right now. So who you going for?
I'm going for the Saints. That's in the bed. He's still signed by the Saints. That's what I'm going
for
with.
the remainder of the season.
Listen, also real
on the discount, I might add.
On a serious
I give him credit for that. Some people might say he's stupid for that. I give him credit for that. He only took $2 million from the Saints, not even $2 million from the Saints this year. You know what I mean? Jameis, a lot of people say he's dumb for that. I say no. I think he's made his choice. He has chosen his organization, and we owe the man some loyalty. That's what I'm saying. I feel like we owe the man at least a little loyalty. You know what I mean?
I think we gained respect out of Winston when he was with Tampa because he know the tough games he used to have against the Saints. And I think he said in his subconscious, he said, "Damn, boy, I wish I was playing for them dudes." And it came
black and gold, baby.
It came true.
It came true, but again, I know y'all saying be loyal, and that's cool. But I mean, NFL is a business, man. That's just what it is. It's a business. And listen, in the off season, we're gonna find out what's really gonna happen. If the Saints go after Russell Wilson, then that just shows you exactly how they feel about Jameis Winston. So that's gonna be the tail of the tape right there. So
I'll tell you this. I think the Odell Beckham Jr. train is gone. I think that boy loves it out there with the Los Angeles Rams. This boy's got brand new dance moves out there for every touchdown that he do now.
Hey, I'm gonna lie to you. That touchdown celebration that he did last night, where he was acting like that guy that be showing people how to take the guns out of people's hands. Yeah. And he flipped the ball and shot the receiver. That shit was funny as hell, man.
Yeah, that was dope. He's having fun.
So Jameis gonna sign a team-friendly deal because the unfortunate knee injury, he has to sign another to prove that he can play because he didn't get a chance to.
He's gonna get paid. I mean, listen, he's gonna get paid.
He's gonna take whatever they give him.
regardless if it's from the Saints or it's from Pittsburgh or whoever, he gonna get his money. I mean, he showed what he could do with the team. And again, he didn't have Mike Thomas. I get what y'all saying. And listen, he put it out there on tape. He basically shut all the doubters up about the interceptions for the 5 games that he did play. If they, again, like I said, if the Saints go after Russell Wilson, that just shows you how they feel about Jameis Winston.
Who's your man, Ryan? You say that's a waste of money on Winston. Who's your man? Still Taysom? You still Taysom? You still think Taysom gonna lead the Saints to the promised land? Huh, Ryan? Answer that.
I don't know.
I never gave my grade on Taysom Hill for this week. I'd like to do so right now, guys.
Okay. Well, let me ask y'all this. Since we on Taysom Hill, do y'all feel as though Taysom Hill could get it done this week against the Bucs defense?
Boy, did you see what Taysom Hill did last time he played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Do you remember that?
What he did?
Listen, he hurdled about 3 niggas. I mean, I'm sorry. All right. But I used the AS. I didn't use the ER. I find the ER offensive. He hurdled about 3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers players. I said, and so, like I said, he's in the mood for hurdling people. So look, at the end of the day,
boy, I'm telling you, boy, this cancel culture, boy, you lucky what you call it. This
podcast, like we ain't on no network no more, boy. We podcast, we straight out here. What you talking about? I said, stop being so scary. So you scared, just like Russell was scared. Ain't nobody scared of Russell Wilson. Ain't nobody scared of Jameis Winston. Listen, no, I want to give my grade for Taysom, Mr. Taysom Hill. I thought it was a B-. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, check that. Let me just leave that as a B. No minus. Just a B. He didn't turn the ball over once. He moved the ball very methodically. Okay? And that last play, fuck that. Running in the end zone. Alvin Kamara did say, you dumbass should have slid or whatever, since we could just run out the clock. But no, Taysom was like, you know what? I got fantasy fans out there too. And that play actually made me pick up Taysom in fantasy. He's on my bench right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you still playing fantasy? I thought you out.
Boy, I got 5 leagues, boy.
Fun
Just
league.
because that
Fun
one
league.
league that y'all in.
He does well in the fun league.
He do well in leagues that he ain't winning nothing.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I play for fun.
Those don't count, bro.
Boy, I had 237 points in my league last week, boy, in one game. You understand?
I say my win at the end of the season. That's what I want.
My team gets strong as the season goes on, because I see who's hot and I get them going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. All I can do is tell you. All I'm saying is that simple plain. I'm giving Taysom Hill a B, a straight B. You know how you say medium well, medium this, medium that? No, just medium. You understand?
You know
Taysom Hill, just a B.
Hold on.
A B, a whole B.
You know, since we on this topic of fantasy football, I ran into a dude last week, and he was telling me about his fantasy football league, and he said that you know how usually with whoever's in last place, they got to get like a tattoo or something, just something crazy. But he said that the person that gets the 12th place in their league, they have a trophy that's like built like a dildo, and they have to put it up in their house, and they have to keep it there and take pictures of it and post it on social media if they finish in last place in their fantasy football.
Say, bro, you said no homo earlier, bro. You really doing some more questions.
I'm just saying.
I don't know how your ancestors and descendants would feel about you talking about logos and stuff. So
I'm just saying that's what the dude told me. He was in his
First of all, as a grown man, you ain't got to put no dildo in your house if you don't want to. What you talking about? Have to. Boy, I wish somebody would tell me put some dildo trophy on my mantelpiece. Man, is you crazy? Boy, what type of wacky people friends you got, Nada? Must be white folks.
It's not my friends. It's a dude that I met. We was talking about fantasy, and the dude was like,
all right, you ever watch The Breakfast Club? You ever watch The Breakfast Club? Do you listen to The Breakfast Club, my boy? Yeah. What you been listening to? B97?
I don't listen to B97.
All right, let me know.
All day. Come on, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But Nada knows some of the hardest rap word for word, bro. I found that out in Seattle.
So does George Zimmerman.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So it's
Lord.
more gentleman.
Or you think he just
What you saying?
memorized that shit?
You compare me to him? Is that what you saying?
No, just because you know hip hop don't mean anybody can know hip hop.
Right.
You mean can
Anybody
memorize
can know
hip
hip hop.
hop, but they might not know
They
have
memorize
hip
hip hop.
hop in them.
Boy, you ain't gotta look. I told you this, Nader, right when we started this show. Being black is not a matter of pigmentation. It is an attitude. You are a black man, Nader. You want to say the N word right now? Go right ahead. Listen,
No, I can't
I
do
said
it.
that's not what it's about.
Nah.
Listen, I said
Listen, they tried to cancel me on Twitter once before for something that happened 12 years ago. I ain't trying to go down that route no more. That's crap.
I said, bro, don't. I'm
Let
telling
me
you, man,
just
you are a black man. Do you know your ancestors from Africa, boy? That Palestine, that's Africa. Egypt, that's Africa. Stop with the madness. Ain't no such country as Middle East. That's a continent, my boy. That's motherland. All right. So back to what I was saying.
Middle East.
No, what I was saying was, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't worry about all that, bro. Taysom Hill gonna give you the victory, man. For Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Listen, when I'm ducking, when I'm
The only
ducking,
thing,
Like I
we got
told
a big
y'all, I
concern.
give
We got
Taysom
a
Hill
big
a C+,
concern.
and that's basically on his toughness and on his running. Taysom Hill still cannot connect on throws that he's supposed to. He underthrows people. He overthrows people. On long balls, he didn't throw a ball over 20 yards. You know, he's not a quarterback, dog. But, I mean, we got to go with what we got. You know what I'm saying? If he going to run. Hopefully he won't get hurt. I pray on every run that he don't get hurt or he don't get a big hit put on it because he has no lateral movement, no jukes, no shakes and bakes in him. The boy is straight runner, just like you shoot something out of a rocket.
So based on everything that you're saying, you telling me the Saints gonna lose this week?
Thank you. The Saints can win because we feel like we have Tom Brady's number. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gonna go in there on. We're gonna have our chest stuck out, and we know that we can beat them because we have done it. That's the best thing, that attitude. And that's what we need, especially on defense. We need that attitude to know, hey, you ain't shit, Tom. We ain't scared of you. And that's what I was telling you about with Russell Wilson. But Tom Brady, we ain't scared of Tom. You know, and he the GOAT. But we ain't scared of him. We know we can beat his ass. 38-3 last year.
The Saints give them a hard time, bro. Look, the Saints defense is great as long as the other team doesn't have a mobile quarterback. If we go against a quarterback that can run the ball, we have a problem, man. So Tom Brady be sitting right back there in the pocket. We are going to get to him. The Saints defensive players are going to get to him. We play him twice a year. Every year, Tom Brady is very, very violated by the Saints defense. Now, the problem before was Drew Brees threw 3 interceptions in that playoff game. Other than that, we had them boys rattled in the playoff game.
Yeah.
In the 2 games before
that kick return with Deontay Harris, they got called back.
That's the referee. We got to beat them too. And I want that to go down because when we make these picks later, I'm not picking the Saints, and I'm gonna tell you why. The referees is not gonna let the Saints win this game.
You just can't stay
Other than that,
Teddy.
It can't be close. If the Saints, it can't be close. The referees been helping Tampa Bay for the last 3 weeks against Philadelphia. The game the other night. Yeah, bro, I'm watching it, boy. And let me tell you what's happening. Tom Brady's teammates are realizing we could do whatever we want. They're not gonna call it.
Hakeem stupid. You right, Hakeem. You know what I'm saying? We can't just win on defense, bro. We can't just win. We can't hold Tom Brady forever. But look, let me say this. I really think that the Saints defense have the Buccaneer offense scared, especially that boy that Lattimore stick all the time. He's just in his head. I know that boy hates to play Lattimore because Lattimore is just, he physical with him. They always pushing and shoving, hitting each other, pushing each other, and I just feel like, the Saints have that offense intimidated.
It's gonna be a couple
linemen, but like I said, Tom Brady, I think, is a little scared of that Saints defense. It's
gonna be a couple fights.
Listen,
It's going to be a couple fights
that
at this
last
game.
game that they
There's going to be
played.
a couple fights in this game. It's probably going to be a couple fights in the stands. So, Soul, wear your gloves, string them up tight.
I just
Yeah, I'm gonna probably get jumped.
it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. Listen, we all know. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all pray for Soul, bro. I'm sitting on the Tampa side in
Mike,
between
listen.
the super fans over there.
Luckily, Facebook and Twitter post this to the page after we're done. This might be the last Sports Overtime with Soul saying on it.
They might take them out, man.
So
at least
we got the memories. At least we got the memories with Soul on Sports Overtime. But
I might be sitting up here with the neck brace on, forming the cast. You know what I'm saying? The glasses on because my eye black. You know,
all messed up and shit. Need to be picked out.
Or I come live to you from Oxnard. I'll be in the bed at Oxnard live. That's all right.
From room 233, we got Soul in the building. And then the nurse come in the background. Can I give you some medicine, sir?
That boy gonna be sounding like T-Pain.
The Saints beat the Bucks, but Soul lost. That's what the topic will be. He lost.
Boy, they're gonna have your voice in auto tune like T-Pain.
Oh man, I don't know, man. But look, the Saints Twitter account, they posted the video last year of all the media members picking Tampa Bay in that set in the game where we blew them out 38-3. They posted that, and then Drew Brees retweeted it and put and the butt whooping came right after. So Drew Brees trying to buck the game up. Obviously, it's on Sunday Night Football. You know he probably gonna be there.
Yeah, Brees wrong for that shit. He instigating, and he ain't got to play. He instigating for the Saints to go in there with that bullshit. He gonna do that bullshit. No, he ain't playing.
Yep, and he gonna make us get our ass bust even more.
I don't like when they talk about that like take life though.
What boy you talking about, Rory?
Okay.
You talking about Buck Nasty, Big Nasty? That's the Tampa Bay super fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the one you go on to the game with?
Yeah.
Now look, let's jump into this NFL news. We're gonna get into our predictions here in a second, but like I said, man, they had 67 players on the COVID-19 list. It's just getting ridiculous. So I don't know what's gonna happen this week. A lot of people are gonna not be playing in this week's games. Aaron Rodgers has another setback with his toe, and I don't know. He's saying that he wants to get surgery after the season. Well, he said he did take a setback against the Bear, and his toe is killing him. So we'll see what happens with him, especially in the NFC right now, because they are the number 2, or I think they're number 1 right now in the NFC.
You're right, Hakeem.
So we'll see what happens with that. Listen, we love petty stuff, but the Cowboys did some petty stuff this past week in Washington. They flew their benches from Dallas to Washington and put them on a sideline in Washington Stadium. I think that's the most pettiest thing I've seen in a minute. So and they won the game. So big shout out to them for winning the game. If they would have lost, they would have heard it from everybody bringing their benches to the game and stuff. But they definitely got the win. We talked about it earlier. The Rams defeated the Cardinals last night on Monday Night Football. The Rams are now. They went from the number 1 seed in the NFC to the number 3 seed in the NFC. So I don't know, man. The Rams, they're like you don't know what you're gonna get out of the Rams every week. And the Cardinals too, man, with Kyler Murray, you don't know what you're gonna get out of them every week.
Let's get to the picks.
So you got that. Hold on. Lamar Jackson got carted off the field with an ankle injury. That's Teddy G, boy. He got carted off the field. And I wanna give our prayers and condolences.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I want to give our prayers and condolences to former Denver Broncos wide receiver Demaryius Thomas. He passed away at the age of 33 from a seizure, man. So our thoughts and prayers go out to his family for sure. Now, as far as these NFL picks, let's get into them.
Let me just say this, Nathan, before we start.
Yep.
There was a Saints fan that was so happy and so jolly. He ran on the field in New York at the Jets game and was destroyed on the field, tackled. Even Demario Davis helped with the attack. We attacked him. You know, Saints fan, you know, he ran on the field. Everybody think, you know, I guess that the guy was dangerous, but they had to drag him off the field at the end of the game. You know, so shouts out to that dude. You know, I know you was happy, bro, but you can't do foolish stuff like that. You know, that was just crazy, especially at somebody else's house.
All right. So NFL picks. Thursday's game is going to be one that I'm excited about. The Chiefs at the Chargers. Who y'all got?
So, man, the Chiefs look like they're ready to go back to the Super Bowl. I'm going with the Chiefs. I haven't heard much about the Chargers lately. So I'm going with the Chiefs. The Chiefs moving it and grooving it.
I'm going with the Chiefs also. Just too much firepower. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back. You know, they boys looking good.
I'm going to take the opposite pick in this one, and I'm going Chargers. Justin Herbert has been balling right now.
Yep, just like he took Russell.
They listen. I take Justin Herbert and Russell over Jameis Winston anyway.
Boy, did you see what the Kansas City Chiefs did to the Oakland Raiders?
This game is going to be.
I'm just laughing because the Raiders made a mistake and walked on the Chiefs logo.
Herbert is a beast. Austin Eckler, they getting Keenan Allen back. The Chargers gonna win this game.
All right, that's your pick. Moving on.
Want to bet on it? I got $20 on the Chargers.
Man, nobody don't give a fuck about no Chargers, man.
Exactly. So hush it up. Now, Raiders at Browns. Who y'all got?
Lamar Jackson is probably going to be injured. This is probably the one time I'm
Raiders at Browns. Not
the
Raiders.
Browns just beat your boy Baltimore.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson got hurt in that game. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Browns. Like I said.
Okay, Browns.
Yeah, I'm going with the Browns also. They played a good game against Baltimore, shut things down, and I think they'll do it again at home this week.
Okay.
I think they should rest Lamar Jackson, by the way.
I'm going to go Raiders in the game. I'm going to go Raiders. I think
Raiders.
And aren't the Raiders mathematically out of the playoffs?
No, I think they still got a chance. They need
because
to win.
I saw somebody post that they're out of the playoffs right now.
I don't know. I think they need to win bad, so I'm going to go Raiders. And the Raiders are getting Darren Waller back this week, so we'll see what happens. Patriots at the Colts. This is easy for me. I'm going Patriots. Who y'all got?
Patriots at the Colts. Man. Well, I can't go against Belichick.
I'm going to go Belichick, too. I'm going Belichick as well.
I'm going Belichick.
All right, we all agree. Panthers at Bills.
You know what? I think the Panthers are going to surprise some people, you know, and get a little loss. I'm going with the Bills.
You made me write it in, too. I was writing the pick down.
Cam Newton, you too braggadocious, bro. You got to win the game. Stop all that airplane shit, going in the end zone, opening your chest up. Win the game. Stop with all that, bro. Just give the referee the ball and keep playing for the rest of the game. I'm going with the Bills.
All right. Cardinals at the Lions.
What we have, Rory?
Cardinals at the Lions.
All right. Arizona Angry Birds for me. Arizona Angry Birds for me. Cardinals.
Who's that?
Cardinals at Lions.
Oh, man. Come on. I'm going with the Birds, bro. I'm going with the Cardinals. I have never seen a Cardinal beat a Lion until this week, this Sunday. He gonna poke his eyes out.
Jets. The Jets at the Dolphins. Who y'all got? Y'all stupid, man.
The
Jets at the Dolphins.
Man, hey, I say, bro, even if we beat Tampa Bay, the one game I'm worried about for the rest of the year is the Miami Dolphins. I'm going with the Dolphins on this one.
Me too. I like the Dolphins. Who you got, Soul?
I'm going with the no-name defense, boy. The Dolphins, boy.
All right. Cowboys at the Giants.
That's a
You know what?
division game. That's a division game.
I'm taking the
And
Giants. I'm taking the Giants. Watch.
I'm taking the Giants too with the
I'm
upset.
taking the Giants, boy.
Cowboys are garbage. On paper, they look good. Them boys is garbage.
All right.
Garbage.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Hot, wet garbage.
I'm going Cowboys in that game.
Hot, moist garbage.
Washington at the Eagles.
The Washington Bastards.
I'm going with Heineken. I'm going with Heineken. You know, because Jalen Hurts can't beat nobody but the Saints.
He can't be nobody. I swear to God, he can't.
Okay.
I'm going with them.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go Eagles because we need the Washington to lose for the Saints purposes.
Yeah,
so
what we need is what we.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bastards. Going with the Bastards. They ain't even got no name no more. So, you know, they ain't got no last name. So, you ain't got no last name. Use a bastard.
I need a Tesla for Christmas.
Tesla.
Oh, Lord.
Tesla.
Titans at the Steelers.
Titans. I'm going Titans. Titans look good. Roethlisberger look bad. Going Titans.
Okay. All right. Who you got, Teddy? Titans?
Tennessee.
All right. I'm going to go
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah. Tennessee. How that song used to go?
Tennessee.
I'm going to go Steelers in the game.
Yeah, but he going against us. He mad with us, Teddy. He don't want to be on the same side with us.
No, I think the Steelers came back and almost beat the Vikings.
He'll pick
man.
LSU was playing the Chiefs. He'll pick LSU. He don't want to be with us.
I like my time. I like the coach. I like
Bro,
the coach.
we still love you, Native, bro. We still love you.
Pittsburgh play hard. Pittsburgh play hard, you know.
All right.
I ain't going with them. I'm going to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Texans at the Jags.
You know what? Like in the memory of well, not in the memory of
this is the bad bowl.
I say, listen, Deion Sanders, prime time. He said it best. Don't nobody care.
Right. But you got to make a pick. I'm going to go Texans.
Say, bro, the Texans actually are playing good. Brandon Cooks is actually a good pick up for fantasy football this week because they ain't got nobody else. So you can pick up Brandon Cooks.
Yep.
They ain't got nobody else, so they got to throw him the ball. So, you know, Brandon Cooks, Houston Texans. But you know what? In honor of my good friend Kedrick, I'm going to go with the Jaguars here. I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right now for that first round pick?
Detroit.
Then who?
Probably the Jags.
Yeah, I think the Jags still on track for that second round pick. I'm going
that second overall pick?
Yes, that second overall pick.
So you think they're throwing games?
Man, they can throw games.
What you mean? They've been throwing games since week 1.
I think they're just bad.
They've been throwing games since they picked Trevor.
Man, they about to fire that coach.
They wanted to win something.
Hey, you know what's funny?
They should have picked Jackson.
You know what's funny? Since Trevor Lawrence got to the NFL, he done lost more games with the Jags than he lost since he was born. Since he was playing Pee Wee ball.
Not Pee Wee.
Damn.
Oh Lord.
That dude, you know, Trevor was a winner, man. How many games he lost when he played with Clemson? What, 2?
2.
Right. In high school, I heard he won all. He lost like 3 games in high school.
He lost one to Ohio State against Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's one of the 2. And LSU, didn't LSU beat him too?
Yep.
With Burrow.
Yep. And
speaking
of Burrow, the Bengals at the Broncos. Who y'all got?
I'm going with the Bayou Bengals.
All right, I'm going Bengals as well.
I'm going with the upset. I'm going with Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy B.
At home with that Denver defense. I'm going with them.
Boy, what has Teddy Bridgewater been doing lately? Please let me know.
You're right, Danny. Denver, boy.
They're doing shit. 49ers.
Who?
Falcons at 49ers.
I'm pulling for the Falcons in this one, bro. We need the 49ers to
We
fall off the
pulling
train.
for 'em, but
So I'm pulling for the Falcons.
I'll never say that on this show. You'll never hear that come out my mouth.
We need San Francisco to fall off the track.
right. Even if we need them, I would
listen. I'd rather not go to the playoffs. Fuck that. I'll never
know
do
about that.
Bro, it's been years since it has been years since I've had a personal vendetta against any Atlanta Falcons.
Man, I
franchise.
hate them motherfuckers. I can't
For
stand
me,
them.
Do y'all remember
I can't
when Tom Brady went against the Atlanta Falcons and we had the little symbol? It was made like a saint with the Brady Patriot logo. Remember that?
Yep.
That's the first time we was rooting for Tom Brady, bro.
Yep.
Right.
Them boys was up what 28-3? Was it 28-3?
28-3.
That's
we made sure Atlanta won the Super Bowl.
Oh hell no! If I ever
ever since then, I've been rooting for, listen, I said San Francisco 49ers are going to win that game. Okay, all right.
It is what it is. All right. Well, you picked the Falcons on that. Seahawks at Rams.
Russell Wilson.
I'm making my pick last.
I'm going with the Rams. Russell Wilson, them ain't going to be able to do nothing. I'm going with the Rams.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with OBJ if he's COVID free, and Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford in the bunch. Seattle, I just think that they have too many holes in their offense and defense, actually.
Right. I'm going Rams as well.
Your boy just made a point. What if we could bring Winston back and then have Bridgewater as a backup? That'd be nice.
I said that last week.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice. Let them battle it out.
Packers at the Ravens.
But I don't think your boy will be back. Lamar Jackson, he's kind of nicked up, banged up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I'm going with Green Bay. I'm going with Green Bay.
I'm going with the bad man.
All right. I'm going all.
No, he got a toe injury as well.
Yeah. He got a toe injury. Lamar Jackson got an ankle injury.
Right. So, Aaron Rodgers got the same toe injury as Cornbread.
Y'all ready for this one?
But he just not 330 pounds.
Y'all ready for this one? Saints at Bucks.
Well, let me say this. I'm 3-0 on the road this year with the Saints. I went to Jacksonville, we won. I went to Seattle, we won. I went to the Jets, not saying much, but we won. Okay, I'm about to go to Tampa. I think I continue my streak. Some kind of way we will win at home and end Brady's winning streak at home this year. And we beat the Bucks, bro. I'm going with the Saints, bro. All the way. Who that, baby?
I'm gonna pick the Saints because of everything Soul just said. Because he going to the game, I'm gonna pick they gonna win. Because he has been having good luck. So I'm gonna go with the Saints. I don't know how they gonna do it, but they gonna do it.
Well, this is a three-peat, so I'm picking the Saints as well. But my true pick here is I'm really picking the referees to determine who wins this game. I'm serious. So that's why I'm saying I said the Saints would win this game if the referees stay out of it and just call, you know what I'm saying? Even on both sides. If it's even on both sides, we got a chance. But if like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 plays that just back us up, turn us around, that happened in the Dallas game as well. There was a lot of stuff that was just, so I'm just saying, I'm picking the Saints here, but asterisk, if the referees call it 50-50, if they call it even on both sides, which it's hard to do, in Tom Brady's league. Okay. So I'm picking the Saints in a close one. All right. 28-24.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I got to give my score. My score is I'm going 31. I think we get a a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and a pick six. I'm going 31-17. Damn, Brady.
Damn. I'm going Saints 20 and Bucks 17. We win by a field goal. So that's my take on it. And last but not least, Monday Night Football, the Vikings at the Bears.
Even though the Vikings have been sucking, they lost to Detroit. You know, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. Dalvin Cook had a damn good game last week.
Yep.
He was all over the field.
Yep.
I'm going with Dalvin Cook, healthy, and the Vikings.
Teddy, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Minnesota as well. Dalvin Cook is a bad man, and I think Justin Fields is good. He's just a little too young right now. I mean, his head was in a whirlwind trying to go against them Green Bay Packers the other night. You know, he started off the game well, but I think as he gets older in the game, gets more experience, he'll be better. But right now, Minnesota is looking good. There was a rumor that Kirk Cousins might be your quarterback next year, Nader.
Yeah, I heard that too. Throw him in the pool too.
If we get Kirk Cousins next year, I won't even do sports overtime no more. I ain't doing no more fucking Saint shows.
Boy, that boy is like a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah, fuck that. I ain't listen. Hell no.
And you think about it, bro. This dude has had the most consistent set of weapons, bro. When Diggs left, he was replaced by Justin Jefferson. He got Thielen. He got Dalvin Cook. He got Madison in the back. He had Kyle Rudolph. I mean, this dude has always had good weapons, bro. Why can't he win?
So
I just don't get it.
Would you take Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson?
I wouldn't take neither one.
Oh man, you tripping. Man, come on, man. Finish the show. He said he wouldn't take neither one of them.
If I had to pick, I'd take Russell over
So I don't know. You must have ate you a bad hot dog in New York, bro, off the street, man. You tripping today.
I'm loyal. I'm Winston, bro. That's my boy. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Okay.
My boy.
My boy.
We bout that. Remember that? We bout that.
All right. So look, before
Nader, you ain't got no tattoos, huh? You ain't got no tattoos, huh?
Nah.
That's what I'm talking about. You think we were just wearing them shirts, my boy? No, it's real. We bout that. It stick with you.
You right about that, Hakeem.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, Deshaun, bro.
That's what I want. I want Deshaun. We'll give you all the massages you want, my boy. Boy, you know how many spas they got down here, my boy? And then none of them got no windows.
Right. He'll be in trouble.
None of them got no windows. You go to the spa, they rub your shoulders, they rub your feet, they rub your top of your head, they probably rub your meat. All I'm saying is that Deshaun Watson, you come down here, bro, you ain't got no problem. You in New Orleans.
Yeah, Tootsies. Ain't
nobody gonna tell on you.
Yeah, Tootsies, so.
Ain't nobody gonna tell on you if that's what you like. So you heard what I said.
Oh man, y'all dudes is wild, bro. I had fun tonight on the show. We really went in on each other. It was fun.
But I think Deshaun Watson would really like Mardi Gras though. That's what I'm saying. I think because in New Orleans, you know what the motto for Mardi Gras is? Do what you want to do. Do what you want. Do what you want. Yeah, do what you want. Deshaun, you can't get in trouble down here, my boy. You can't get in trouble down here.
Any shout outs you got, Nader? Before we go?
Man. Just want to give a big shout out to everybody that tuned into the show. Also want to remind people, man, that we are doing the PlayStation 5 raffle. We do still have a few tickets left for the raffle. It is $25 to enter. We are doing the raffle this Saturday at 8 o'clock live on my Instagram page, which is Nader723. So if you need a ticket, man, hit me up. The money raised is going to providing 100 meals, 100 blankets, 100 thermals, 100 T-shirts, 100 pairs of socks, 100 beanies, 100 pairs of gloves for the homeless. So listen, man, it's for a good cause. And listen, we got a few tickets left. So if y'all need one, man, hit me up. You can buy as many tickets as you want. 1, 2, 3, however many you guys want to buy. Again, it's going for a good cause. And all the money raised is going to a good cause as well. So, and then also too, if anybody is in New Orleans and wants to help me pass out stuff for the homeless, I'm going to be passing out all of those things on Christmas Eve. So I'm trying to make their Christmas special. So if any of y'all want to come meet me, just message me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and I'll tell you the location. You can help pass all of those things out with us, man. So definitely big shout out to everybody that has jumped in the raffle. Appreciate y'all. And big shout out to Element for sponsoring Sports Overtime. Make sure y'all go cop that Element at your local Rouse's. They're working on something big right now behind the scenes. I can't really release it just yet, but it's going down in a major way, man. So big shout out to Element for sponsoring Sports Overtime. And Rory said, we also raising bail money for Soul in case he gets into a fight Sunday.
Yeah.
But big shout out to everybody that tunes in. Big shout out to everybody that joined the PlayStation 5 raffle. Hit me up for a ticket. And then big shout out to Element, man. I
got my shout outs. First of all, I want to tell y'all a new song, single that's been released called Louisiana Die Hard. Y'all go check it out. Spotify, Google Play Music, Amazon Music, Tidal, all that. Go check it out, bro. It's real. It's a real big hit. Me, Jay the Wizard, King Mike. It's a shout out for song for all our teams, but the Saints, the Pels, the Raging Cajuns, the LSU Tigers, bro. Everybody. And y'all go check that out. And it's a real nice hit. Also, y'all still know I'm doing my cruise. Doing my cruise. So still, man, we got a lot of people booked. And we still sailing. Everything's still on. I just talked to Chopper. I just talked to Ricky Jackson. Everybody's fired up, ready for this cruise to hit that water, bro. We're going to shake and bake out there, boy. We're going to have a ball. Also, this Thursday night, make sure y'all check out Tell It Like It Is with me, my boy Mike Teasy, and my boy David, the sports guru. We got a special guest, the super fan from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No, not Jaden, know that. Not him. Not this guy. But Big Buck Nasty. My boy, he's real respectable. He's a big Jameis Winston fan. And he told us that we was going to get a good one when we got that boy, man. And a lot of respect for Buck Nasty, bro. He's a diehard fan. Even before there was a Tom Brady, this dude was a diehard. Unlike some of them other super fans that jumped on the Brady bandwagon. So other than that, I have nothing else. It's a good show. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Nader, you the man, bro. Sports Overtime. I'm just a regular dude, bro. Now, Teddy G, what you got?
I only got one. We got to watch Soul Saint on the TV in Tampa Bay. Stay safe, bro. We having a watch party at the Moxie Resort. Okay, King George Entertainment. We shut it down. Bring a friend, tell an enemy. You there? We're gonna be there, bro. Boom. Yeah, keep your gloves up, baby. Keep your gloves up. You there? Same thing. 210, no key. And Nader, also, if you want to pass out the blankets over at near the Moxie or whatnot, we have a lot of homeless populations there. We feed and clothe them a lot sometimes during the week. You're most certainly welcome to do so. If you want to, set up shop over there, whatnot. So that's a good place. You can finally come over there and come check it out. You're there. But it's right in the center of downtown 210.
Thank you, brother.
Okay. So stay safe in Tampa, Soul, bro. Love y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
All right, we'll see y'all next week, man.
We're gonna roll out with a little music, man. Hey, for all the diehard Saints fans, for all the couch at home Saints fans, for all the ones that dress up, this song is for you. Hey, bro, I love y'all, man. Y'all be cool.
Love you too, man. We out.
This song is dedicated to those Saints fans that go above and beyond the call of duty. Representing the Big Easy and our beloved New Orleans Saints football team. Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. You see, I'm a super fan, you're a super fan, he's a super fan. United we stand, we black and gold super fans. Super fans, super fans. Tell them T.
Black and gold super fan, super fan. Yeah. I'm hot like the fireman. Understand? Down in the dome, you can smell the smoke. I might joke with the Joker, but I pray with the Pope. Move my pelvis like Elvis, I'm the who that kid. Swing like so Saint when I get in the ring. Put the smack down, sorta like that pimp. And when it's game time, they'll be walking with a limp. Black and gold is in control. Ask who that cat, ask us the soul. Hey JJ, nobody dancing in my end zone. Chef cooking up with 5-star and T-Bone. T-Bone, legendary like the sign man. Mad Hatter with some monster and a cat, yeah. High five to the black and gold fans. Y'all get crunk for your super fan and yeah.
Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. Super fan, black and gold super fan, super fan. You see, I'm a super fan, you're a super fan, he's a super fan. United we stand, we black and gold super fans. Super fan, super fan.